The State Winning Headlines, your media police post. In this segment, we summarize some of the headlines that you may have missed this morning, but we also take a look at the political pieces that we call cartoons in this country. Today is the 4th of February. I am Miss Pope.
And I'm Serbia.
And I am GK. In case you missed the headlines, here they are. The Daily Nation. Ruto, Raila fight Uhuru polls bill. The Standard. Rivals Ruto and Raila unite on bad law. The Star. Uhuru calls two-day NDC as Raila heads to Addis. And finally, The People Daily. Move to change elections law evil, says Ruto. So before we comb through the headlines, we shall give you the three-part criteria that we use to judge them for you. We ask ourselves these questions. Is the headline topical or speculative? Is it repetitive or groundbreaking? And finally, is it thoughtful or just plain lazy? So what do you guys think of today's headlines?
Three of the headlines are talking about the same thing, right?
Yeah.
The bill, just one.
The bill?
Yeah, is talking about the NDC.
Yeah.
The three, I think we will just wait and see.
Yeah, it seems like it's a work in progress.
Yes.
I think as more time comes, things will unfold. The Star, I feel like it's just news. I don't feel it's giving any, it's not groundbreaking, it's just news.
I think also Ruto is very happy with his headline, seeing he's a master of reverse psychology. You know, just giving us a background of acceptance, conditioning our minds to, you know, to see that he's the true winner of the election.
Yeah.
By saying that the deep state is incapable of stealing his victory. So what do you expect from that?
Okay, so is there any headline calling your fancy, or we can toss them all?
I think we can toss them all.
Okay,
Yes.
so we have no winning headlines. So who's giving us our first story today?
Musalia Mudavadi is the proverbial hyena that follows a man home, salivating on his swinging hand, hoping that it will fall off. He joined UDA hoping that ICC will stop William Ruto from running for president so he can inherit his constituency. And here is the problem. Musalia is a political test tube baby who is addicted to spoon feeding, suckling, and getting his diapers changed. He was never potty trained, and that is why his stunted growth led him to believe that Uhuru would leave the presidency to him in 2013. This disease has not left him. That is why he has gone to UDA hoping that Ruto's hand will fall off. Once upon a time, a woman was out golfing when she hit the ball into the woods. She went into the woods to look for it and found a frog in a trap. The frog said to her, "If you release me from this trap, I will grant you 3 wishes." The woman then freed the frog. The frog said, "Thank you, but I failed to mention that there was a condition to your wishes. That whatever you wish for, your husband will get 10 times more or better." The woman said, "That is very much okay." For her first wish, she wanted to be the most beautiful woman in the world. The frog warned her, "You do realize that this wish will also make your husband the most handsome man in the world?" The woman replied, that will be okay, because I will be the most beautiful woman and he will have eyes only for me." So, kaboom, she became the most beautiful woman in the world. For her second wish, she wanted to be the richest woman in the world. The frog said, "That will make your husband the richest man in the world and he will be 10 times richer than you." The woman said, "That will be okay, because what's mine is his and what's his is mine." So, kaboom, she became the richest woman in the world. The frog then inquired about her third wish, and she answered, "I would like a minor heart attack." At this point, the woman thought that if she had a minor heart attack, her husband would get 10 times the minor heart attack and he would die. This way, she would inherit all his riches, which are 10 times what she has. What she did not pay attention to was the word minor. If she had a minor heart attack, her husband would have a heart attack 10 times minor, which means his heart attack will be a simple palpitation or heartburn. And this is the case of Musalia Mudavadi. He joined UDA expecting Ruto to have a massive heart attack called ICC so that he can inherit UDA. But just like the wife in the story, his fate was sealed by his greed. Figure the rest out. If you don't get it, forget about it.
I have always wondered, at what point does a person realize that they have been conned? And I ask this because the greatest friend of a con artist is a lack of knowledge. You must be careful who you trust. Even the devil was once an angel. And the number one rule of conmanship is to find someone who wants something for nothing, and the conman gives them nothing for something. And this is the story of Gema and William Ruto. Ruto wants everything for nothing. Gema will give him nothing for everything. And this is the meaning of Kula Ruto, Kura Raila. Once upon a time, a lot of monkeys lived near a village. One day, a Kikuyu merchant came to the village to buy these monkeys. It was election time. He announced that he would buy the monkeys for 10,000 shillings each. The villagers thought that he was as mad as the village madman. They thought to themselves, how can somebody buy stray monkeys for 10,000 shillings each? Still, some people caught a few monkeys and gave them to the merchant. Those people were from UDA. And true to his word, the Kikuyu merchant gave them 10,000 shillings for each monkey. Within moments, the news spread like wildfire, and more UDA people caught more monkeys to sell to the merchant. After a few days, the Kikuyu merchant announced that he would buy monkeys for 20,000 shillings each. Even the lazy villagers now ran around to catch the remaining monkeys, and they sold them for 20,000. Then the merchant announced that he would buy monkeys for 50,000 shillings each. The villagers began to lose their sleep. They tried their best, but only managed to catch 6 or 7 monkeys. But true to his word, the Kikuyu merchant gave them 50,000 shillings for each monkey. The villagers were waiting anxiously for the next announcement. Then the Kikuyu merchant said that he was going to Dubai for a week, and when he returned, he would buy monkeys for 100,000 shillings each. He asked his employee to take care of the monkeys that he bought. The merchant left, and the villagers were very sad as there were no more monkeys left for them to sell. Then a Luya laborer called Wafula from Mudavadi's party told them that he will secretly sell the monkeys for 70,000 shillings each. This news spread like wildfire. Since the merchant would buy monkeys for 100,000 shillings each, there is a 30,000 shilling profit for each monkey. The very next day, the villagers made a queue near the monkey village. The Luya laborer called Wafula sold all the monkeys for 70,000 shillings each. The rich bought monkeys in big lots. The poor borrowed money from Fuliza and also bought monkeys. The villagers took care of the monkeys and waited for the Kikuyu merchant to return from Dubai and buy the monkeys for 100,000 shillings. But the Kikuyu never returned. Even Wafula from Mudavadi's party, who sold them the monkeys, had spirited away. The UDA villagers then realized that they had bought the valueless stray monkeys for 70,000 shillings each and were now unable to sell them. And this is the meaning of Kula Ruto, Kura Raila. Put simply, the Kikuyu merchants are buying monkeys from the UDA hustlers. What these hustlers do not know is that on August 9th, these Kikuyu merchants will disappear to Dubai. Because Ruto wants everything for nothing, Gema will give him nothing for everything. Kula Ruto, Kula Raila.
Today we would like to give a Mutumba prophecy to William Ruto, and we wish him a happy Dubai Day. Bwana asifiwe. We have been to the mountaintop and gazed yonder in the horizon, and we have seen 2022. You, Mr. Ruto, you will marry your mother and you will kill your father. And that is the Mutumba prophecy. Once upon a time, there was a man named Oedipus. Born to a king and queen, he was exiled at birth because of a prophecy foretold that he would kill his father and marry his mother. Terrified at this prospect, his parents abandoned him in a forest. There, he was found by a shepherd, and taken to another kingdom far, far away. The shepherd and his wife raised Oedipus as their own, and Oedipus never knew any better. As Oedipus grew up, he became curious of his future. Seeking to know what his life had in store for him, he went to an oracle and asked about his life ahead. This oracle replied that Oedipus was destined to kill his father and marry his mother. Desperate to avoid this fate, Oedipus ran away, and he ran towards the kingdom of Sugoi. As he fled, he met his real father, the king, on the road. But they did not know each other, for the king believed the son he had abandoned in the forest as a child had died. Unaware of their true identities, they began to fight, and Oedipus overpowered and killed his real father. That fulfilled the first part of the prophecy. As the law would have it, if you kill the king in battle, you naturally became king. And so, carrying the mantra with him, Oedipus was now king. And so, he went to look for the queen, the woman who would become his wife, although she was his real mother. Many years later, Oedipus visited the oracle again. He accused the oracle of lying to him regarding his future. But in response, the oracle said that she had not lied. She informed Oedipus that he had in fact killed his father, the man he met on the road to the kingdom of Sugoi, and the woman he inherited as queen and married was his real mother. The prophecy given to Oedipus had come to pass. He was devastated beyond. He gouged his eyes and ended his useless life. When the mother learnt about this story, she hung herself in disgust. And this is the William Ruto Mutumba prophecy. What is our point here? The Oedipus complex teaches us that the gods make blind those they wish to destroy. Bwana asifiwe. Our submission is that the gods wish to destroy William Ruto, and that is why they have made him blind. He has killed his father politically, but ICC will not allow him to marry his mother. That is why this month of February is critical. Starting the 12th, the ICC trials will begin. Figure that out. If you don't get it, forget about it.
And there you have it. So, on a day where we had no winning headline, we would like to remind you to not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We are also on your TV screens. Find us on Pang Free to Air, Go TV, and Star Time. So, as we conclude, Serbia would give us a concluding quote.
As we approach the 2022 elections, I would like to leave this quote with you. One of the penalties for refusing to participate in politics is that you end up being governed by your inferiors. This is a quote from Plato.
AKA, choose wisely. Thank you so much for watching Winning Headlines, and we will be here with you.